Hi there, clowns. My name's Sean, and I'm from Canada. I've gone to a couple of your meetings. I've been very lucky to have been allowed to attend, and I really like it. Um, Last Sunday, some homework was given to us where we were supposed to prepare something, and so I can't be here today um, because I'm going camping. I'm going camping with my family. I'm going camping in Alberta, Canada, and down in the south of um, the province, there's a beautiful place. It's sacred to the native people in the area. It's called Writing on Stone. It's called that because people from long ago, for thousands of years, wrote into the stone. They would go down into this canyon where the Milk River flows through. It comes up from the United States and it pokes its head into Canada and then it drops back down again. And oh, it's so warm. The water's warm like milk. And down in the canyon, there's all these rattlesnakes and bull snakes. And I've camped there many times with my family. But the people would go there and they would have visions. And they would, after the vision, they would find a place on the hoodoos or the walls of the gorge. It's very soft sandstone, and they would carve their visions in there. And it's really a beautiful, very special place. Every time we go there, um, uh, it's there's something of significance always happens. So I was thinking about you guys and how much I enjoy getting to spend a little bit of Sunday with you, and I thought I would talk to you a little bit about the Heyhokas. Um, there's a book by Joseph Brown. He's a professor from quite a while ago. He knew Black Elk, and Black Elk was a great holy man. He was a shaman, like one of you was saying the other last Sunday. He was a native spiritual leader, and he was a medicine man. And he also was a Heyhoka, and a Heyhoka is a clown. I never knew that. So anyway, I thought I would just read to you a little bit about the Heyhokas because from what I have seen of what you guys do and all the beautiful things that you do, it looks to me like very much like you are something like Heyhokas. So I'm just going to take these off because I can't read properly with them. Um, this part of the chapter is called Breaking Through with Laughter, the Lakota Heyhokas. In many traditional societies, the clown is the first one to break through the solemnity of a ceremony. So serious. This is accomplished essentially by two means. First, there's an element of shock. In the context of the ritual dance drama, for example, clowns among the Pueblo tribes engage in types of sexual display that are normally taboo in such societies. This causes a rupture with ordinary everyday patterns of life by immediately catching people's attention. It shocks them out of the petty concerns and routines of daily life. Second, once that alertness has been achieved, then it becomes possible to communicate on a deeper level through the use of humor. This is what you guys do, it seems like. Serious rituals or dance dramas involve enormous concentration and great attention to minute detail. The rigors of these ceremonies demand some kind of relief, some way that what is being stated through the rites can be translated to a much deeper level, transcending the activities or the forms and motions of the rite itself. Thus, shock and humor open into another realm. The Heyhokas, or clowns, of the Lakota are just one example of the many uses of humor among Native Americans. I have known, Mr. Brown, several Heyhokas, including Black Elk. To become a Heyhoka, or what is sometimes called a contrary, Heyhoka is sometimes called a contrary, like opposite, right? Requires a deep spiritual experience, such as an especially intense dream, or more often, a vision experience. So here we are. I am going to the great sacred place, writing on stone. Here's my hat from writing on stone from earlier trips. writing on stone, where they have visions. Immediately after the vision, the recipient performs a rite of public humiliation in which he or she dresses in tatters and paints his or her body with streaks of black and white lightning. The rite is directed by a medicine man and is looked upon with great reverence. After the rite, the Heyhoka takes up the burden of constantly breaking with traditional norms. I guess it's hard to be a clown, breaking with traditional norms. The Heyhokas do all sorts of strange things. They do things upside down and backwards. Sometimes they'll pitch a teepee with the poles on the outside of the lodge covering, with the smoke flaps facing the wrong way, or with the doorway to the west instead of to the east, because they put the doorway where the east is, where the sun comes up. When they sit in the teepee, they may sit upside down with their feet up in the air or lie on their backs on the ground. This, of course, makes people laugh. Normally, when you enter a teepee in the plains, you must move around it in a sunwise direction, clockwise, so from this way, I guess. But the Heyhoka will do it in the wrong way. Sometimes instead of going in the doorway, they lift up the lodge cover at the back and crawl under. These humorous actions help people or help shatter people's perceptions of and participation in the routines of life. To break through the habitual enables one to take some distance from oneself, to see things more objectively, and thereby on a higher level. Sometimes the tricks aren't so funny. He says, I remember one story of an old Lakota woman, or an old Lakota woman told me about a situation that made her very angry. Her husband was a Heyhoka, and she had just finished making a pair of decorated moccasins for him. We were just looking for my sister-in-law's, for a birthday present for her, my wife. We went into a store down on the Tsuut'ina reservation here in Alberta, just on the other side of Calgary. And the moccasins are so nice in there, but they're very expensive, very expensive. So she makes this pair of moccasins. They were in the lodge, and she tossed them to him across the fire, saying, "Hey, here, try them on." In Lakota, that sounds very much like, "Here, burn them up." And so he picked them up and threw them into the fire, destroying his nice new moccasins. She was furious. She didn't think that was very funny at all. Though it made her angry, it also may have helped her gain a greater distance from her craft work, teaching her not to become too attached to the things she made and not to forget the things that are never permanent. There's many stories in this book about Heyhokas, so if you're interested, you can learn more about them. But it makes me think, I'm a teacher, a school teacher, and I had been offered a secure position at the end of June by my principal. He was very pleased with my work, but then the people downtown, the HR people, took my job away, and they gave it to someone else. And my heart was very sad this summer for the first half. And then I think, maybe it's like the old woman's moccasins, right? Like maybe in a way, we should learn to laugh at such things and not take it so seriously, right? Maybe there's something in that is tied to pride or tied to too much attachment to uh, earthly things, material things. So I think there's a lot to be learned from from great clowns like yourselves. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good Sunday, and I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll get to see you again soon. Bye.